Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle. So today's pick a card reading, we're just going to be doing the follow-up pick a card for the energy themes of June. The reason why we're doing this is just so that you can get an even more personalized reading to what you can expect for the themes coming in for June of 2025. This is a timeless reading, so if you do just stumble upon this and you're feeling really called to one of the piles, don't feel like it's not for you. You'll find this whenever you need to hear it. So that being said, it's always great to just take a few deep breaths to kind of just really land and arrive, release a bit of the day you've had. By taking a few deep breaths, it's the easiest way to calm down the nervous system. That's why you hear a lot of us on YouTube or other meditational people or really anyone telling you to take a few deep breaths just to really get connected with the body, see what's going on, feel what's going on, getting connected with that intuition. So once you've done that, got a little more grounded, this is a great time to ask yourself if one of these piles has a message for you, and then when you open your eyes, see if any of these piles are calling out to you. So pile 1 is going to be Healing with the Fairies Oracle card. Pile 2 is going to be the Archangels Oracle cards. You'll probably see this pile a lot on this channel. I really like using it. Has very clear and direct guidance. And then we have Magical Mermaids Oracle cards. And these are all by Doreen Virtue, if you're wondering. Yeah, all right. So if you're feeling called to one of the piles, I'll see you in a second here. And if not, don't worry about it. There's so many pick-a-cards. Just go ahead and click on another one, and I'm certain there'll be a message for you out there. Hello, pile 1. So you chose the Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards. So we're just asking, what do you need to know about the month ahead for yourself? So what are some guidance suggestions for our beautiful pile 1s here on how to get through this month coming up, or anything they need to know? Okay. Sorry, that's too many. We don't like 6 at the same time. It makes me feel like not all those cards are meant for you. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Do we want one more? Not yet. We might take another one later. Okay, so we have Awakening Your True Self. We have Look Inside Yourself. So there's a lot of heart chakra activation for you. We have Beauty and Sexuality. And then down here we have Visualization and Make Music. Oh, sorry, I always do this and then realize that y'all can't quite see the whole frame. There we go, that's a little bit better. So already, if you have watched the June 2025 just audio, 12-minute audio, for sure this pile feels like you would have resonated with the busy beaver energy, for sure. As soon as I seen the sexuality card come through, that is just so perfect. And also that pile had a lot of further heart-to-heart connections, really connecting with their like-minded people, their tribe, their people who get them, and that the connections that you have feel energizing, not depleting. I want to be very clear here. The connections coming for you are going to be very energizing. So interesting. I'm really being drawn the most to this card here. So this Look Inside Yourself, and there's I'm seeing it kind of like a Thumbelina or a Tinkerbell walking across a net into her home. So it's so interesting. I'm just getting so much off this one card around if you've previously felt like you aren't always making new friendships or making new, I wouldn't even say relationships with people that have always been, what's the right word here? Mutually reciprocal or emotionally available. I feel like you're kind of coming out of this phase. I feel like it's saying instead of feeling like you need to tiptoe around or just be careful with what you say or how you're acting, this coming month you're really going to start to grow your confidence and your trust in yourself, that you are, just by being you, you're going to call in the people that are right for you. And the more you show up as yourself, the more you're in your heart, the more you're just in your truest expression, that you're going to find this sense of home in your community, this sense of home in these relationships that you have and that you're forming. I do feel like there is a lot of new relationships coming in for you though. And it might just be all of a sudden, even like maybe there's like an event or like a gathering or just like a strange coincidence that you find yourself in where I think you just make a lot of sudden friends. I know that might seem a little bit random, but as summer is coming in, it's very possible. You know, there is more events and stuff, but I just feel like a very sudden and quick friendship where it's like you're just a little bit more yourself. And these people love it. And it just encourages you enough to keep showing more and more and more of yourself. But I keep getting focused on that home. Coming home to yourself helps you come home to new relationships that are more grounded and more solid and more supportive. Yeah, way more supportive. But notice both these cards are talking about the more you are yourself, the more you just find fulfillment. So it's like awakening your true self and look inside yourself. So it's like what you're needing, what you need to have these relationships that you're seeking, or these more heart-to-heart connections. Or I do feel like this pile has encountered a lot of emotionally unavailable people in your life, whether that's just recently or it's just a theme you're stuck with right now. I am feeling like they're saying everything you need is just to show up more as you. So yeah, have you heard that like really annoying cliche expression where they're like, your tribe can't show up until you do, or your people can't find you until you're like showing who you are? I'm like getting all those kind of cliche things coming here, like shine bright. Shine, shine, so, so bright. Shine, shine, so, so bright, bright. Lots of repetition there. So that you cannot be missed by the people who will appreciate you and value you. Like, you don't need the whole crowd to like you. You just want the spotlight to fall down on the people that are right for you. And so it's like, let yourself be in the spotlight. Let people see you. Yes. And then over here, we have beauty and sexuality. So definitely that busy beaver energy here of like, sorry, I realized I haven't breathed. So I wonder if there's also like a message to like maybe slow down a bit to enjoy the pleasures. Yeah, slowing down to enjoy the pleasures of the moment, of conversation, of being able to see things differently. This one's talking a lot about moving slower so you can really see and take in what's going around you. Trying to see if I can get a specific thing, but I just feel like it's like the beauty of life, the gratitude of life. When you slow down and you're with these people who just get you, I feel like there's like this blissful state that you can kind of bask in. And I also keep getting like when you're with the people you quite enjoy and are like really cherishing you for who you are, and there's this like playful lightheartedness, you're not going to want to move so quickly. You're going to want to slow down because you're going to want to really enjoy the moment and the joy of the moment. Yeah, I'm going to pull some clarifying cards for this in a minute here, but just also let's just take a look at these ones. We have make, music, and visualization. I do feel like this kind of goes along with that sort of sacral chakra activation going on right now. Music, dancing, singing, creating, like you're really manifesting in things. So you have a strong manifestation vibe going on whenever you're seeing this. So use it to your advantage. Slow down, be conscious and cautious, if you want to say, about what you're manifesting in. Visualize the things that you're wanting, not what you're scared of. Visualize the best outcome because it's like there's an opportunity for that to come in for you. Your vibe is high, you're on the right frequency, you're surrounding yourself with other people of that same frequency. This is like your magic moment. Use it, utilize it, know that it's true, and know that you can get after things you're wanting for yourself here. Okay. Like I said, I do want to just pull a few more clarifying cards for this. Here, I can just tell this beauty card, I'm missing a message. It's looking at me like you haven't said everything that I want you to say. And I'm like, I'm sorry, beauty card, but I'm not understanding what you're wanting me to say. Okay, please clarify the beauty. Okay, we have talent and guides, spirit mentors and teachers. I also like that this is talking about creativity and like new skill sets. Freedom. Ooh. Finding new freedom. Oh, okay. Mindfulness and hope, optimism, new beginnings, quiet your mind. Yeah, so there definitely is that added message of slowing down, enjoying the moment. And once again, consciously, like I feel like there's such good energy around you when you're in these moments of joy. Be very conscious when you're calling in or manifesting what you want to come from here. So what does that mean? Whatever thoughts you have going on, um, just make sure that they're the thoughts you want to be having. I think you are going to have them naturally though, like being like, I'm so grateful for this moment. I'm so grateful for all these new beginnings coming in. This is the change I have been manifesting. This is the change I've been working so that I can obtain. Like just using these empowered statements. This is the time for empowerment for this pile. You are empowered. You are essentially in control of what you're manifesting in. Obviously, not exactly when exactly it's going to happen or the exact way it's going to happen, but it is saying you are in a very empowered state to manifest it. Also, I keep getting like, if you're feeling really called to pick up some new talents, skills, hobbies, go for it. This is the time. It doesn't matter if you're never that great at it. It is changing something in your energy. It is like literally shifting something. I feel like, so I might have, I've used this analogy once a long time ago in one of these card readings, and maybe you've happened to stumble upon it. It might have even been years ago, where, oh, I can't quite remember how the story went, but like this person was struggling with their business because they were too rigid and they were like not seeing ways around problem solving in their own business. So they were told to pick up, I think it was salsa dancing, which seems super random, but actually the fact that they had to like retrain the way they thought and connected with the body, they literally changed their physical state once they were practicing dancing, that it actually changed their perspective on how to run their business, on how to see things as not so one way, but more flowing. So it's like, if you feel like this hobby has nothing to do with advancing you or helping you progress in any other way of your life, think again. It might be important to prioritize that hobby because it actually is going to set you free from some other limiting beliefs or ways of thinking that like in hindsight it's going to make so much sense, but in the moment you're going to be like, I don't even see how these two are connected. But even with like 2 4s here, it feels like one hobby actually sets you free from a mentality that you've been stuck in, which is really cool. And that makes sense why there's all these blue cards coming through. It's like it's going to change your perspective and how you can see things for yourself or are looking at a situation. Okay, anything else to clarify? Self-acceptance, compassion, forgiveness. So I was asking about the sexuality card, anything you need to know there, and it says self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. Look at that. We also have connections, partnership, contract, and commitments. So if you're single or in a relationship, this usually talks about being more gentle with yourself, more forgiving of yourself, and more understanding of yourself and what you're really needing, what your body's really wanting, what your soul is yearning for or desiring, to have a deepening of commitment, a deepening of levels of connection. Because the emerald here represents the heart, and I literally see this as letting people touch your heart, not being what is the right word? Maybe if you've had some guardedness in the past or hesitation due to past situations having hurt you, I feel like this is saying like coming to an era where you're ready to have that vulnerability again, to have someone touch your heart in a beautiful way, in a gentle way, and even feel like in a respectful way is also what I'm getting from that, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to see what else. I kind of want to get you a mantra for the month. Let's do that. Let me just grab a deck here. Okay, here we go. So what is, actually I want 2 mantras for you. I want a mantra for your, because I kind of feel like there's relationships, we'll say that, your relationship with others, and then I want one for your relationship with self, because relationship with self is coming up a lot for you. You have self-acceptance, you have looking within, you had the other looking within underneath this one. So Lots about just really accepting yourself and seeing your worthiness. So mantra for my beautiful pile ones, the month ahead. Nope, we didn't quite want that one. Grounding my energy. It is safe to be in my body. Ooh, that's a great one. It is safe to be in my body. As an energy worker, I would say a lot of us really could use that mantra because a lot of us just have experiences where we want to be out of body because we feel safer, but we're actually the strongest in ourselves when we're rooted and grounded within our own bodies. But kind of counterintuitive. Anyways, one more for your relationships with others. What's a good mantra for your relationships with others for this month? Oh no. Sorry, I'm dropping them. It says rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I feel bad. That is really interesting, but that makes sense with this whole, I feel like you're reprogramming. I shouldn't quite say reprogramming, but sorry, let me explain this a bit better. I feel like you're making new relationships and friendships with people and types of people that you've wanted to have relationships with, but you previously haven't been able to interact with or quite find. Like maybe you've never been able to find friends that are as equally loyal or as equally giving and supportive. But I feel like a lot of this is because you've done a lot of work so that you are able to feel deserving of these friendships. So when I see this, the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I feel bad. I feel like this is like remembering that you are deserving these people. You are a reflection of them. Like their dedication and loyalty and support and love is what you offer others, and you deserve that back. Yeah. Okay, should we do one more for good measure? Sure, why not? One more mantra for the month ahead for pile ones. Honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. So once again, talks about a lot of change, a lot of new things coming your way. Really a sacral chakra focused month for you, as well as a heart chakra focused month. So if you hear anything about that, maybe embrace that, maybe do some guided meditations around the sacral chakra or the heart chakra. All those things I think will be pretty benefiting for this pile. If you want to hear the 12-minute audio for June 2025, I will link it in the description box. You can have a listen to that. But that's all I have for you, pile ones. These ones are a little bit shorter for the month readings, but maybe I'll catch you in a longer video one of these days. Have a good one. Hello, pile twos. So let's take a look at what themes are coming your way for June or the next month ahead for you. We're just looking for further guidance and suggestions for you. And if you'd like more details, you can always listen to the June 2025 audio. It's only 12-minute audio, so you can see what themes are coming in for the collective. So here we go. In your highest good and low light, pile twos. What is some guidance for you? Gentleness, teaching and learning. Career transitions, moon cycles. Ooh, a lot of solar plexus energy for this pile. Victory. Clairvoyance. Take back your power. Hello from heaven. And clairaudience. Ooh, okay. I'm having a hard time telling which pile, like which energy you would have been in, because I was saying there's kind of like a busy beaver energy and a scared bear energy that I'm referencing from that audio I was talking about. And because you have so much solar plexus chakra coming through, I would wonder if you're still a little more in that scared bear energy. If you're like, what does this even mean? It just talks about the month ahead still needing a little more of a detox, needing a little bit of more of a focus on self-care, introversion, a little more hermit mode before the next month comes. Like it basically means that there's still a little bit of what would be the right word? Detox, decluttering, basically like recuperating your energy before you go into a high burst energy season. But I have to be clear here, this pile, I wonder if you have listened to the audio, if you had a bit of a hard time knowing which one you were in yourself, because I wonder if you're feeling a little bit in between the two. You're a little more ready, you're a little more rested than you were the last few months, but it seems like there's still a little bit more to go. And I actually just feel like you are just feeling a little more tired, because it seems like this pile has had a lot of change and transitions coming. And you know what's weird? I feel like I just keep seeing that you've been really in the spotlight lately. So I am interested in the career transitions. I wonder if you've just been recognized for a skill for like teaching and learning. I just keep getting you might have been promoted for management. Maybe you started your own business. Maybe your business got a collaboration that is like really, really handy, or I don't quite know the right word here, but I just see like people really recognized you for your skill set. That's what I'm trying to say. You've really been recognized for it. Clairvoyance and clairaudience, I also feel like you've been getting a lot of like divinely guided ideas or inspirations, and it's something you've been working hard on. So I wonder if you're just needing another month of like rest or a little more rest. Sorry, I keep saying that, but I'm like, I know you've been busy. I know you've been busy, but I feel like, you know, with the natural flow of the seasons, normally summer just helps energize us and we feel more fiery. We feel more energized. I feel like for this pile, you're still feeling a bit springy in energy because you're using so much of that fire for creation, for moving these things forward. So when I see moon cycles and career, I feel like they're saying there is going to be that ease and flow coming in where it doesn't feel so draining. It doesn't feel like you're having to do so much of the hands-on work. The heavy lifting is the expression I'm getting, but you're starting to come into that like ease and flow where money is coming in easier, where the opportunities are coming in easier. So if you were starting like a new job or launching a business, or your business was getting busier, you're laying down the groundwork for your business to be successful, I feel like it's going to catch on in the next month or so. Yeah, especially with the victory card. There's just like, there's a lot of encouragement to not be feeling worried about the future. Like things are looking up for this pile. Like everything is like, you've got this. Things are really, really going to be coming in quick and fast, and really for, I know we all say this all the time in card readings, but for your highest good very, very soon. I would love to see, like, I feel like this is gonna be the pile where like money, abundance, miracles seemingly out of nowhere kind of start to fall in, like synchronicities where you're like, I can't believe I just met the person that I needed to. like the exact kind of person you needed for the situation to work out better for you, or for your problem to get resolved. Like I feel like you're coming in kind of a time of magic. So that's really cool. I'd be curious to see how your astrology chart compares with what's going on astrologically the next month ahead, because I just feel like it's saying like it's the planets are aligned for you, which is also very corny. But anytime things start to feel magical and miraculous for us, that's when I start feeling really corny as a reader, because I'm like, everything you want is in your hands. Everything's coming up for you. This is your time. I keep saying this is your time to take lead. This is your time to lead. So much good stuff coming here for you. Okay, so there really was a lot of information here, but I do just want to pull a few clarifying cards just to see if there's any messages that I've missed here. So let's just see. Anything else pile 2 needs to know? Guidance or suggestions for the month ahead. We have abundance and success, a month of prosperity. We have relaxation, so I love it when it just keeps cementing things that I've said. So like peaceful pursuits and happy times. Let's do one more here. Journey guide, travel, change in location. Yeah, so this is where I was saying I really do feel like things are going to flow easier. Like it says, peaceful times. It doesn't feel like you're having to work so hard. There is more time for relaxation and restoration. So if you're someone who's like currently right now being like, if I have to continue at the pace I've been going at, I'm going to burn out. I need a little more of a slower month to just rest, relax, recharge. Kind of process maybe some emotions is something I'm getting, like just I don't know. I'm also with this travel and change in location. I wonder if there is like a need to like grieve an old phase of life and embrace a new phase of life that might be coming in. What would that look like? I don't know. I keep seeing like the blue over here, and I keep thinking of the emotional body, the blue body, the emotional body. Just being gentle on yourself. And yeah, I keep getting grief. So grief can be like if you've gone like and you're grieving like a great example would be from being someone who isn't a parent to someone who's now becoming a parent, like grieving the change of that, like that non-child dumb. Like I don't know how you quite would say that. Like it doesn't mean you're not joyful for the changes coming, but there is a sadness of the death of that identity going. Does that make sense? So I do feel like there's some sort of grief happening with all the changes that have been coming in, and like they feel like you've been so focused on creating these changes, on seeing them come in, that it's like, hey, you might just need to pause and like just see and check in with yourself and see emotionally what's going on. What's going on. And yeah, and then just abundance and success. I just feel like once again, that's like great validation that you're on the right path and things are going to get easier. Abundance is coming your way. Like I said, I feel like financially things are going to get really, really good for you. It feels magical and lucky, like you're always in the right place. We have higher self, sacred intuition. So there is like this calling to just keep listening to that inspired ideas, those inspired actions, connecting with your higher self. You've been doing this whole time. So this just feels like a confirmation to keep doing that. Whatever little voice you've been listening to, or creative flow or excitement or passion, just keep connecting into that and following the guidance there. Look at that. Wisdom, inspiration, Akashic records. Ooh, yeah. I almost wonder if there's a little call. Like these cards are very meditational to maybe even like bring in more. I want to say like a yin nidra practice or a yin yoga practice, like slow moving, slow reflection. I don't know. I'm really stuck on the word slow because I feel like you've been moving so quickly. This might even help you like embrace this new identity that you're coming into, because I keep getting that there's a new identity coming your way. Okay, let's see. Anything else for pile twos? Anything else? Gentleness. I do want to just highlight that, like being gentle with yourself this month, because I do believe you're going to go into a very busy month after this month coming up, full throttle. So take the time you need to rest this month. Mental clarity. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly it. Getting mentally clear, maybe getting reorganized on where you want to go, on what your priorities are. I just feel like you've been quite busy. You haven't had time to just really be like, what do I want? Double checking that I still want the same things, and redirecting things. I don't know. There's a lot of like connecting with that crown chakra energy coming through. Connect with the crown. Connect with the crown. Okay. I do want to ask if there is a mantra that would be useful for this pile for the upcoming month. Any mantra that would be best serving for pile 2. I don't quite want those ones. Sometimes I don't like when we follow in groups. So anyways, give me one card. One card. We have celebrating simplicity. Ooh, I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. This feels actually very appropriate because I feel like you've been like managing a lot. So this might be an affirmation like it's okay to let go of control. So maybe if you had your own business, you hired a manager or something like that, or someone underneath you to keep track of things, so you didn't have to what's the word I'm looking for, pay attention to as much or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I just lost my thought halfway through my sentence. Just being okay with loosening control and responsibility on yourself. Okay, I want another one because sometimes one mantra doesn't resonate with the group and I like to have a second option. Second option for pile 2. Rewriting the subconscious. Ooh, and this is kind of that color I was talking about in all the cards. This it's like purple, but there's like a bit of blue in it, but also a bit of pink. All these cards that are all talking about meditation and going within all have the same color to them. So let's see if this gives us some clarity to what's going on. Rewriting the subconscious. Oops. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I feel bad. That's funny. Well, that almost seems like logical. But I wonder if that's just it. Like, I just feel like this is like, don't push yourself so hard. Embrace feeling more relaxed, feeling more calm, feeling more peaceful, and prioritizing that. And I think it's like overall, you're going to feel better. Your health is going to be better. You're going to keep feeling good. And so it says the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. This feels like definitely a reset, a nervous system reset. So that's really interesting. Okay. I feel like this reading was so short. Like anything else? Anything else I need to say for pile 2? So I feel like I haven't said that much to them. Any last messages for our friends here? We have Beloved One, Archangel Shamuel. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Ooh, so Shamuel is the angel who helps us find all things aligned with us, whether it's opportunities, businesses, friends, romantic partners, just the right home or places. This angel comes in when we're divinely aligned with something that's destined for us. So that might just be the thing you needed to hear. Everything is once again working out for you. You are in a lucky, magical, miraculous, synchronistic phase of your life. Embrace it. Don't run from it. You don't need to do anything. It's going to find you. You're in just like the most cool, magical time. Okay. This is all I have for you, Pile 2s. If you want to listen to the 12-minute audio, I have it tagged in the description box below for the themes of June 2025 if you haven't heard it yet and you would like to. Otherwise, maybe I'll catch you around another video. Hello, Pile 3s. So we're just looking at some guidance and suggestions for you this upcoming month. Anything you need to know to help you get through it with the most ease. That's our main intention. So let's just see. Okay, we have playtime, make a wish, synchronicities, friendships, mother healing. So, do we want these? Maybe we'll shuffle them again and see if they come out. Self-employment. Interesting. There's a lot of similar themes for all the groups. So playtime, that talks about sort of that sacral chakra focus that we were, well, if you listen to the audio for June 2025 energy themes, sacral chakra, heart chakra was a main focus for one of the groups, and solar plexus was a focus for the other group. So playtime really makes me think of that sacral chakra, make a wish, synchronicities, friendships, make a decision, self-employment. All this is making me think that if you did listen to that audio, you would be part of that busy beaver energy. Some of the things that came through was just a like a focus on coming into more joy, play, and I want to say divine connections is what I want to say, but just friendships that are reciprocal, friendships that value you just as you are. But there is also a little bit of an energy of maybe sometimes feeling guilty for having so much fun and playing so much and having so much pleasure in the month ahead. Like maybe almost feeling bad that you're not working harder or that you're not struggling a little bit more. And some of this just comes from like having not previously allowed yourself to kind of take it more easy, to be a little more slower paced, only in the sense of not feeling like you have to rush and hustle all over the place or that life has to be hard, and just sort of embracing the easy, pleasurable flows of the day to day. And I keep using the word pleasure because it's like just eating really good food and really enjoying the food that you're eating or the company that you're having while you're eating your food, or going for a walk and really appreciating the freshness of the air or the smell of the trees, and just really being grounded and present in the small moments and just feeling really blessed is almost the energy I want to talk about. Or that is almost the energy I want to call it, is just feeling really blessed. So yeah, synchronicities, friendships, and make a decision. So there is just a general energy of sort of things feeling like magically aligned for all the piles this month, where things just keep happening in a flow. But I think it happens when we embrace that sacral chakra, when we embrace just the pleasure and the joy, and the enjoyment of the moment, we tend to be where we need to be right when we need to be there. Because instead of trying to control or force a certain thing to happen, we're just experiencing. And when we just experience, synchronicities find us. So I really like seeing this energy come through. Self-employment, I feel like this might even be like saying like you worked really hard over the last few months to get yourself in position where you didn't have to work as much for the summer or as much in whatever season you're in, so you could enjoy your time a little bit more. So this does feel like a bit of a worked for, like, I don't want to say slower time, because I feel like you're still busy, but you don't feel like you're running around trying to fight a force of resistance. Everything just feels very flowy and calm. Like looking at all the water is just calm and clear up here. I look at this one. This one's a bit chaotic, but that's why I feel like it's saying like maybe it's even like you recently started your own company and that's even created less tension, less pressure, less like demand on you to be in certain places at a certain time, and you get to choose your schedule, which is just way more harmonious for you and your lifestyle and feels less stressful. Like, you know, when you got to do something, there's not going to be any last minute changes, like any last clients that you can't just refuse because it doesn't work for you or just isn't reasonable. It just feels like great changes, peaceful changes for you. We have mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So I feel like this is even talking about like having embraced more of that feminine energy within you. So it doesn't mean you have to be female, but it just means that being energy, like literally just being okay with just being and experiencing, being less in that go-getter energy of like, once again, that energy like having to fight resistance to create things to happen. It's like, no, like things will come to me as I need them. And like really surrendering into that and trusting that. I feel like this pile has been on a journey of surrender. So that's really cool to see. Make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. So I kind of feel like this pile might have some outdated things that are coming into light for you this month. And I think you've been thinking about it for a little bit, maybe the last month, maybe the last few months. And I feel like it's saying like just spending time with your friends, just being kind of in a state of just happiness and like clarity and not rushing around or trying to be a busybody helps you see clearly what is actually right for you and what is aligned for you. Like you're literally just going to stumble on the decision. So this is actually really great. I feel like you're going to have decisions coming in clearly and easily, where before maybe you felt like you had to keep sort of like really weighing pros and cons. Once again, it feels like you're like really in a more masculine energy or active go-getter task getting after energy. I don't know if that's even the right word or real word, but now you're in like a very feminine energy of being receptacle, receiving, just being. It's really awesome. I'm going to pull some other cards just for some clarity here. Anything else this pile needs to know right now about any guidance or anything coming your way? Mental clarity. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with this decision, like being in this receptive energy, this just being content with being energy. Sorry, once again, I know this is a lot of repetition. I do feel like you get a lot of clarity just about your situation, what's going on, and what you're wanting for yourself. We have ancestors, historical connections, and purposes. Very interesting. I feel like this pile really cares about their duty or being of service or what you have to offer. And I wonder if this is even the thing you have to make a decision around, is what do you want to do or change in your purpose or in your purpose up to this moment. Like I feel like you're being called to something new, and it's kind of up for you just to like see where you're feeling guided. You'll just know. That's sometimes a frustrating answer to get, but I do get that. You'll just know what's right for you. Relaxation, look at that. Peaceful pursuits, happy times. Like literally you don't need to do anything. Just let the answers come to you. I feel like I want to keep pulling cards, but I think I'm going to keep getting this. Like you're really in just a joy and play month. A joy and play month. And just, you're going to see things clearly as you embrace that energy more. Isn't it funny when the solution is to do nothing, but be? Okay, I'm going to pull a mantra card for you. What does pile 3, what is the mantra that might help pile 3 right now? Only my beliefs are in my way. Deconstructing doubt. Yes. So I feel like you know the answer. You know the answer, but you've been like stuck with the pros and cons list, but your heart knows the answer that it wants. It's safe to be in my body, grounding my energy. So same thing, if you've been in a lot of mental energy lately, grounding will help you get connected again in the body, centered in the body, connected with the heart, with all the parts of you that has that wisdom, that knows the answer that you're seeking this month. Light is always within me. Anchoring the light. Yeah. There's a lot about blue here. So there's definitely something around the throat chakra for this pile and voicing what you're wanting. And specifically voicing what's in your heart and what you're a little bit nervous about sharing. So you're going to probably know what that is. I, as the reader, do not quite know, but I just know it's weighing heavily on the heart. So oof, well, I'm making an oof sound because I feel like you've had a lot of headiness around this subject, but I can see in this month, it's not going to feel chaotic, stressful, anxious. It's actually going to feel peaceful when you come to the decision, when you hear what's in your heart and what you're truly wanting for yourself, you're going to feel at peace and at ease. Whew, I don't even feel like you'll be able to let out a deep breath because you'll finally know the truth that you've been feeling or sensing. So I don't want to leave this on such a mysterious note, but I think this actually might be all I have for pile 3s here. This one was really quick. Let's just see. Anything else? Empowerment. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. Yeah, I feel like this is just talking about it's okay for you to voice what you're wanting. It's okay for you to voice and stand up for what you're wanting to do. And this one does talk about being more in the spotlight. Like, don't be shy. Put yourself out there. And if you're contemplating a decision where it's nervousness that's stopping you because more people might see you, it's kind of saying, it's time. You're ready. You've got the courage. You're brave enough. You've got the skill sets. You know, it's time for you to step into that spotlight. Okay. This one was, oh, sorry, one more at the top. This one was short. We have time to move on. I just keep getting from old ways, and we have explore your options. Yeah, this pile is ready for some transformation. Like I said, they're all blue, though. This deck isn't only blue. We have green, and we have pink. We also have yellow, but you've got all the communication cards. So really, really focus in on what you're not voicing, because it is time for you to start putting that out there and letting everyone else know what's going on for you there. Okay. Good luck, pile 3s. You've got this. You know what you know. You know what's in your heart. And you might just need to slow down so that you can really see what's going on within you, what your heart is asking you to do. The journey it's asking you to go on and what it's asking you to release. So you are brave, you're courageous, and you're very powerful. You've got this. All right. Good luck, my friends, and maybe I'll catch you around in another video.